What's the gentlemen, chuckfinleLP play? Sonic 06 Part 4. We are now beginning the Crisis City Zone, the zone in the third zone in the game for the third zone in Sonic's story, and my least favorite, my least favorite zone in the game, and the zone that was represented as the first modern era game in Sonic Generations. Sega used this game to represent Sonic 06 in the modern era for Sonic Generations. Crap. Alright, so if you aren't good with the holding down the X button and then releasing it at the right time to jump across these along these ramps, like I am, then you're definitely going to have a problem with this level, because there are a few, especially here right at the beginning. Some of the worst are at the beginning and allow you to save yourself, but the problem is that you just continuously die like this until you can luck out. And then once you get past this point, it's a little while before you can get to a checkpoint. So if you do die, and it is pretty easy to die while you're going along through this section, that you can actually have to redo this. So you do want to be careful once we get past this section. But I think I don't know. They say, hold down the X button until you get to to a certain point on the ramp, and then you let go. Well, that's what I'm doing here. I can do it on that ramp, but I can't do it on the last ramp there, and I don't know why. I always have a problem with this. There we go. I don't even know. Unless you can probably pause the video and look at it better than I can right now, because I don't even know what I just did there. Okay, I don't think you have to save yourself there. A lot of the times, for a lot of these ramps, especially here and in White Acropolis, they just lead you to different paths that you can take and silver medals. There are actually quite a few silver medals along this section. You can see one right back there behind that red fireworm, which is, these are new enemies that we have now. They're similar to the Black Arms being called, like Black Hawks, Black Soldiers, Black Giants, and all that. These are called Iblis. Iblis. Oh, I didn't think to do any research on these creatures that we're facing now. Crap, that sucks. Well, maybe during one of the cutscenes I'll take a look at the names and see if I can't figure it out. Oh, son of a... So you do have to be careful with the rails here. I don't normally jump along the rails like that, and I don't even think you have to at this point. No, okay. Well, that sucks. I'm out at 1,000 rings. That's always, or 1,000 hit point or score. That's always fun. Now there are a lot of silver medals in this game that you'll have to kind of die for to go after, and those you want to make sure that you're not trying to get the S rank in conjunction with those. So, obviously that's pretty stupid to try to go after both the S rank and all 10 medals in one go. Especially with some of those that you have to, that you will. There are none that you intentionally have to die for, but there are some, like here, you may have to lose a life to go back along here, or you may lose a life while messing around trying to get that silver medal. I think I got it, I'm not 100% sure. Nor am I too keen on going back and checking, quite honestly, but, there are just some that you have to take risky paths to go along, like with most collectibles in the Sonic series that we've seen so far anyway. Since the homing attack isn't quite as accurate as it was in previous Sonic games, I would definitely say this is one of the worst homing attacks in the Sonic series. I might have said it was okay before, but playing the game a little bit more, that definitely there are a lot of cheap deaths that are a result of the homing attack. As you can see right there, that's a, well, it wasn't a cheap death, but it was a cheap hit that shouldn't have made me, that should have locked onto that fire dog. That's not the name of it, but that's just what we'd call him for now. But it should have locked onto him and immediately went to him, kind of like similar to that. But I believe if an item's if you're not pointing straight directly at the item, or the item is too far away that you're trying to homing attack to, it won't go towards it, which is pretty cheap. And that's, instead of criticizing Shadow the Hedgehog's homing attack for being cheap, they should have criticized. Oh, they did criticize this game for having a cheap homing attack, but they should have took all of their criticism and just pointed all at that. Of course, they couldn't have, because that game was a year, actually 2 years, well, I guess a year and a half younger than this game. Alright, so you want to be careful through this section, because these platforms will move. As you can see, they will move up and down and left and right, so you want to be careful about landing where you want to land, or where you're going to land. And just take it. Whoa, no. What the? Okay, that was new. Never seen that one before. But I mean, hey, I'm not gonna complain. So you can see the rainbow rings do make a return in this game. They serve the same purpose as they did in Sonic Heroes, except there is only one ring, since there is only one playable character at a time, and and it does give you 1,000 points per ring that you hit, but there are no multiple rings like in lines or anything like that. There's just one ring at certain sections, which are usually dangerous and not quite worth it to go after, especially once we gain our next ability, which will make trying to go after lines of rings more difficult, and using the light speed dash more difficult. I mean, it's pretty bad now, but we will be gaining the bounce bracelet later on, which can only be activated by using it in the air, just the same way with Sonic Adventure 2. And so you want to, instead of, a lot of the times while you're going up against the line of rings, instead of using the light speed dash, you'll just use the bounce bracelet. Alright, so this is very similar to the Wave Ocean level, except this time we have cars flying at us. And this boss fight, or this section through here, was used as the boss fight in the modern era. Oh crap! There's a technique to this. Let me try to remember it. Damn it! Well, there goes the S rank. That just literally lost the S rank for me. But yes, this section along here is used for the boss fight in Sonic Generations in the modern era. Silver is picking up all of these cars, rocks, and debris. That was stupid. And is throwing them at you, and you have to run along a road that looks similar to this, except it isn't one straight line. I believe it loops. It's more of a oval shape than just a straight line like this one is. This one is definitely a lot more dangerous and hard to get used to. It has a lot more BS in it than the Wave Ocean level. And I'm pretty sure you can actually lead where the cars, where the tornado throws the cars when it's behind you. You can see the frame rate issues here. Too much stuff going on. It slows your game down. There's a silver medal back there if you care. It's one of those I would definitely just mark down for BS and don't worry about. Now the light speed dash seems to work better here, so if you want to use that to collect rings, that definitely will help you out. Just try to get into a line of rings and then immediately use the light speed dash, and that should definitely help you out. So yeah, there went the S rank. As soon as I died the first time, well, not the first time, but the first time I died along this tornado, or Mach speed section, as fans have taken to calling it. That's exactly when I lost the S rank. So we can now play as Shadow, because, well, we didn't play as him, and we don't play as him in this story. Well, let me think. You can actually play as excuse me a second.
No matter where we go, all we see are ruins. How can this be our future?
How could it come to this?
Could it be true? If I eliminate that guy, will our world be saved? The day of disaster. Here are my records of this event. This was when Iblis was freed and his flames were released into the world. And you have this person to blame. I see it! So that blue hedgehog's the Iblis trigger?
Blue hedgehog.
I'll send us back in time to the point when the Iblis trigger was alive. What the? Who was that guy? He looked just like Shadow.
This is terrible! According to the data, the princess died when she was kidnapped by Eggman. Apparently, Eggman's battleship exploded. The date of this incident was 2 days after the Festival of the Sun.
If we don't return in time, Elise will die on board Eggman's battleship. That means...
Yeah, I think so.
If you notice the purple cat, that is actually Blaze the cat. This is her first appearance in a 3D console game.
You guys are so slow. Look.
A Chaos Emerald! You've already found one!
Well now, I may not look it, but I'm a real treasure hunter. Unlike a certain echidna I know.
What? Heh. Have you guys discovered anything?
Yeah. I received a signal indicating there's a Chaos Emerald here, but...
You mean we've got to go through there?
If you don't like it, you can stay here.
You've got to be kidding.
Don't be late. Same to you.
Yes, that was Blaze the cat. This is her first time in a 3D console, well, on a console game. Yeah, her first appearance was in the Nintendo DS game Sonic Rush, which this game used the ranking system from the S to D rank, as I believe I said in either part 1 or 2. I don't remember, but this is you can actually play with her in Silver Story, and I'll go and I'll talk more about her once we get to his story. I won't spoil too much about her. And while through all those cutscenes, I was sitting there trying to figure out what the names of these creatures are. I still don't know. I'll put their names in the descriptions and what they look like and everything. Now, if you notice, there was a silver medal there. You're supposed to get that automatically. Every time I've passed through that section, I've always gotten it. But maybe you have to move around just a little bit or not move it. I'm not sure. I didn't think I moved it anyway. Oh. Okay. That's right. Lava isn't a one... as soon as you hit it, you die. You can actually save yourself by running around on the top of it, and it does become useful later on. But for right now, it's well, for this section, it's pretty useless because we have to run along the wall. Let's see. well, missed it again. Maybe you have to move in just a little bit closer to the screen. It looks a little bit closer to the screen rather than farther away. And of course, yeah, you do want to be careful while moving around on those sections. You don't have really a tendency to fall and die, but just sometimes, you know, there will be random in-game BS, and you know you'll end up dying for whatever reason. So you just want to be careful through all of these sections. So you can see where the lava here would actually be helpful if we did fall into it, because you could just skip a lot of those sections, or hitting a lot of those bats, and could just go straight towards the other section. But not going after enemies doesn't increase. You know, if you kill an enemy, you gain, I believe, for every enemy, or the small enemies, you gain 100 points. For these big enemies, I believe you gain 1,000 points. So missing the enemies doesn't help you time-wise. You know, you could get through a section like this pretty fast, not have to worry about any of the enemies, and then still end up not getting the A rank or the S rank because you didn't get the score needed, even though you was fast through this section, and then maybe later on in the level you slowed down a little bit. So you can see there is a silver medal there, too risky to go after, so I'm not going to. But those are one of those that you have to die for easily. You know, I'm sure you could get it without dying, but it would be easier to go ahead and just die. Up here, let's see, there should be one right there. I'm not 100% sure how you get that one either. That life ain't worth it, especially not losing the rings for it, so I'm not going to worry about it. Perhaps if you can see, you do kind of do a backflip, and you can go really high up in the air. Oh crap! While you're using the homing attack, so maybe if you do that on that life box, you just might be able to use the homing attack to attack it. Let's see. I think I gained 300 for attacking the worms. So, you know, 100 for attacking the dogs, 300 for attacking the worms, and 1,000 for attacking the big guys. So that is actually pretty worth it. You know, the time it takes to knock these guys out isn't insane that you can't actually go after and try to, the time it takes to kill these guys doesn't take long enough to justify skipping them, because, you know, the score you gain from them will definitely help you out. Now, a lot of these sections where I'm falling into the lava, there is actually platforms that will come up underneath you, and you just have to time it, those sections. But because I'm in a hurry, I don't, well, I'm not in that big of a hurry, but this level is pretty long. It can stretch up to well past 11 minutes at times, especially this section coming up here. Of course, there is stuff that will fall on your head from the volcano, so you just want to be careful from that. But as I said, I will take a look at the enemy names, and I'll put them in the description of this video for the worms, dogs, and bats. All their names. All their names start with Iblis, and it's not Iblis dog, Iblis bat, and Iblis worm, and Iblis giant. They each have their own names. I'll just figure it out once I get there, and I'll try to figure out the names of those Robotnik's mechs as well, just to kind of make up for not being coming into this prepared. All right, so of course, you know, even after saying, you know, killing these guys doesn't, the time it takes for you to, damn it, it takes to kill these guys isn't, well, if you die, it is. The time it takes killing these guys isn't worth, or it doesn't, man, I still can't, I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't put it into words. well, just to put it simply, it won't hurt you. It won't kill your chances of getting the S rank to try to kill several of these guys. Now you ain't got to go through that whole section down there and kill every single enemy. You know, that's going a little bit overboard, and that will definitely waste your time. But if you kill, even going after some of the worms take 3 hits to kill, so it would probably be better if you just attack the dogs rather than the worms, even though you do gain more points for the worms. Alright, so you see those little purple orb things there? All you have to do is just homing attack one, light it up, and then you can continue to go on. As you can see, there are several in this cavern. Okay. There are several in this cavern that we have to light up, so just want to look around ahead of time, because there are a lot of different paths that you can take to go along through these sections. And those, I guess those just light your way. I thought they opened up a door or something. That section won't really take a long time. It's the section just like that is coming up where we have to play as Knuckles. If you played this game before and you've played this level, you'll know where this is the section. Now, I've never actually went along that rail, so I wasn't sure. Alright, so you have to punch the lights to turn them on. They will glow a brighter pink than what they are normally. The lights will turn off after a while. I believe about 2 minutes. So you want to be very careful and very quick about going through here. I know there is a light back here that I missed, but I wanted to make sure that I didn't lose a life because of no rings. You do want to be very careful with that. Now, another glitch in this game is that, let's see, is light is, of course, that means there's one stuck around here somewhere that's not. I think I know where it is. This one. Yeah, gets me every time. There we go. While climbing on the walls with Knuckles, you can sometimes get stuck on them, and you won't be able to jump off like you could in Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, just by jumping. That is kind of BS, not allowing you to stop. Well, no, yeah, you actually can't stop if you hit one of those those speed pads. That's another BS thing. But while you're jumping on the walls with Knuckles and climbing around, you sometimes cannot jump off of the walls, and that it's kind of like a glitch. The only way that you, damn it. Alright, collect a ring and then just run. That's actually a pretty good time for me, 8:30, and I believe there is a silver medal in here somewhere. But the only way to get off the walls is to either repeatedly tap the jump button, or try to angle the camera away so it's not directly behind Knuckles, or to the side. It's more looking at his face from a left or right angle, and then pushing in the opposite direction. It's kind of complicated to describe it. I'd have to show it to you, and I will be able to show it to you once we play as Rouge. There's a level that Rouge plays which is very bad for her getting stuck on the wall, which really eats into your.
I found a chaos emerald.
Don't touch it.
Which eats into your time of trying to get the S rank for both here and in that level, because you spend so much time trying to get off the wall. So the less time spent on the wall, the better. Definitely, you kind of have to in Rouge's level, but here you don't have to get on those pillars. The pillars are the ones that will catch you out the most. Most of those walls you can just climb up. The far walls and the sides of the cavern you don't have to get on, and those ones where you can climb up and get onto a walkway, you can just climb up there, get on the walkway, and then you'll be just fine. So it's just trying to stay above the lava. That is the biggest thing. If you notice that while I was gliding, you don't stay in the air as long as you did in previous games. There's a point where you just kind of go off a cliff and then you immediately dive down and just go into a very long, rapid fall. Alright, so this is Iblis, or a version of Iblis. What he'll do for his first attack is he'll throw lava rocks at you. You have to dodge those. He will increase the frequency with which he throws the lava rocks, so you always have to watch out for him, as you can see. Okay, he's going to go into the ground and... Damn it. And then immediately come down on whichever rock that you're... crap. Bad camera angles. He'll throw those lava rocks at you. Then you have to wait for him to bring these footholds closer to get to these. Once you light one up, he will come charge at it. Okay, well, he'll throw lava rocks at you. Then he'll come charging at it. Loves to throw those lava rocks, but as long as you're paying attention, they're not that difficult to dodge. The thing is, when he comes and tries to attack your foothold, what he'll do is attack his the middle or third eye there on where his forehead should be. But when he's coming to charge at you, you can actually lead where he goes. So all you have to do is just get him to go in whichever foothold that you want him to destroy, because he will always go after the foothold that you're on. So let's see, watch for him to come out, and then you can just lead him wherever you want to go. As you can see, destroy that foothold that I was just on. But you always want to be watching Iblis to make sure, just to always be watching what he's going to do. As you can see, he's going to throw those lava rocks at me. There should be 2 waves of them. Not yet. Okay. Usually he'll increase the waves he doesn't want, so instead of just throwing one wave, doing a different attack, or increasing the footholds or coming and charging at you, what he'll do is he'll throw more waves than just one. Oh, crap. Missed the time. No, okay. Well, if he doesn't throw any more than one wave, you want to make sure that you are close to the glowing orb that you hit. And you can see there are 3 orbs that you will have to change. The easiest ones to go after is the right side for now. Then he'll change it up and move you to the left side, and then in the middle. The middle is the hardest one because it's on a higher platform. As you can see from the other 2 orbs there. Oh, okay, it actually destroys the orbs. I guess I never... Oh, no. I was going to say, I never noticed he destroyed the orbs before. Alright, so just remember, lead where you want him to go. And you obviously don't want to collect all of the rings in one go, because you don't gain any more, and if you mess up with with him charging your footholds or the lava rocks, you definitely want to have some rings handy so that you can immediately go to if you need them. Of course. Ah, crap. I'd definitely say, well, no, he changed up his attack strategy, because I know he always goes after he'll go for the right one, and then the left one, and then the middle one. That's what he always does every time. Huh, well, maybe the AI is smarter for this game. I doubt it, but I mean, hey, you never know. So this is definitely a slow boss fight. It's not as action-packed or high-paced as some of the other smaller boss fights in the Sonic series. And I believe you cannot destroy... Well, I'm not sure if you can actually go up there and light another one of those... Oh, crap. One of those orbs just yet. He doesn't destroy the footholds too quickly, I don't believe you may be able to if you practice enough and can get it just right, and the timing and everything. Oh. You can actually jump over them, but that is a little bit harder to do. You have to kind of time it just right. Sonic jumps at... Oh, that's right. Now he's going to pull a egg viper on us and destroy a lot of our footholds. No. That was... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, and then I will just bring it up at the end of the fight. Sorry about that. Alright, so I'm on the last hit of the fight. I just figured, I've noticed some observations from doing the fight. Instead of increasing the amount of times he uses his lava rocks, it actually increases how many are in one shot. I wouldn't say there's no more than 10 in the first volley, and then as the more you hurt him, the more he goes on with the boss with the fight. The more that come at you, I would say nearly 20. They come at you a little bit too fast, and the camera angles just aren't quite right to actually get an accurate shot to see how many is actually on there. God damn it! Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna do this again. Yeah, but I'm not gonna screw it up just yet. Damn it. Oh well. Maybe we can set up another one and have him attack it. I hope. Maybe. Looks like it, perhaps. Yeah, you can see. See, that's a lot more than 20, but I don't. Like I said, I don't know. That's probably a good challenge to the video, actually. What the? Yeah, that is actually a pretty good challenge to the video. How many lava rocks has he shot at me? I don't know if that will be it or not, but that would be a pretty good one. I was gonna say, it doesn't seem like he will destroy your foothold if you were already on it, but that shows otherwise. Alright, so since he is doing the lava rocks, just, you don't want to turn your back to him, obviously, but to try to collect the rings, you will definitely need to. Alright, he usually heads out towards the middle. There we go, alright. Yeah, as I say, try to mess up on me now. So, just be careful at the end. He will try to, whichever one you light up, I believe it'll always be the left one. He will head to the left one and then immediately swing out to his left, towards the right, and then he will be in the middle of the field of foothold. So just try to get out there more towards the middle on the right side, and you should be able to get him pretty easily. Let's see, did I get an S rank? Come on, S rank. Ah. Ha.
No problem.
Yes. I definitely could have done it fast. If I hadn't messed up that hitting him in the middle, I would have definitely quickened the boss fight a lot. But anyway, so that was the Iblis boss fight. This is the first time we've actually seen Iblis in any form. I believe there are several forms of Iblis. I'm not 100% certain though. At least, yes, actually there is. I believe there's 2 Iblis forms that all 3 characters will fight at some point. I don't think every character doesn't fight the same Iblis form, but
Chaos control.
and it seemed they didn't follow us into the portal because they had something else to deal with at the time. But yeah, that's the future. Definitely hate that section of the story, but yeah, it seems Knuckles was ready this time.
Like we made it back in one piece.
Where did Shadow and Rouge go? Did they appear someplace else?
Those two can take care of themselves.
think it says somewhere that the date, but I'm not 100% certain. I usually don't look at the newspaper, but it would seem that it does somewhere on there. But anyway, I thank you for watching. The challenge of the video is, how many lava rocks did Iblis actually throw at me? What was the highest number of lava rocks that Iblis threw at me at one time? I thank you for watching. And I'll let this loading screen finish, just to make sure there isn't anything else important at the end. And we'll just continue off from wherever that is. Until then, later everyone.